Qiuyuan is an arrow sword resonator who buffs Echo Skill damage, boosts crit damage for the entire team, can stun enemies, and even fly for a short time. But he has one major problem that could reduce his overall value. Let's start with Qiuyuan's Liberation. His Liberation will provide up to a 30% crit damage buff to the entire team. For every 1% of Qiuyuan's crit rate over 50%, the crit damage of all resonators in the team increases by 2%. This means you'll want to aim for at least 75% crit rate to maximize the buff. While his Liberation is powerful, most of Qiuyuan's kit revolves around his forte. Qiuyuan can store up to 600 forte points, which he builds by using basic attacks and dodge counters. As he builds up forte, his abilities gradually get stronger. At 200 forte points, or a third of the forte bar, Qiuyuan's basic attack becomes enhanced. This enhanced attack not only deals more damage, but also boosts his energy regeneration. Once 2/3 of his forte bar is filled, he provides a 30% Echo Skill DMG Bonus to the entire team. When Qiuyuan fully charges his forte bar, he enters the Ink Splash state, which is where most of his damage comes from. In this state, Qiuyuan unleashes 3 powerful attacks before exiting the state. If you have this inherent skill activated, then these 3 attacks will get a 50% damage amplification buff and restore Concerto for Qiuyuan. On top of that, using an Echo skill before generating Forte grants Qiuyuan a 10% attack buff. Finally, Qiuyuan's Resonant skill has 2 modes. Pressing skill will stun enemies, while holding skill lets you do this. Qiuyuan's rotation is easy to follow. Start by building up his Forte using basic attacks and dodge counters. Once his Forte bar is full, enter the Ink Splash state and unleash his 3 powerful attacks. Finally, use Liberation to grant the team a massive crit damage buff, and finish your rotation with Outro. Next up, let's look at Qiuyuan's team compositions. His kit buffs Echo Skill damage by 80%. 50% comes directly from his Outro, and the remaining 30% is granted through his Forte. On top of that, his Liberation gives the entire team a 30% crit damage buff, making him a fantastic support for damage dealers. Qiuyuan's best teammate is Galbrina, since she focuses heavily on Echo Skill damage and can fully benefit from his buffs. Frolova also has incredible synergy with Qiuyuan. He boosts Frolova's Echo Skill damage. In return, she enhances Qiuyuan's heavy attack damage, which is the type of damage he mainly deals. You can add Cantarella too, since she also deals quite a bit of Echo Skill damage. Considering Qiuyuan's incredible animations and the simplicity of his rotation, it is likely that he is going to perform quite well in quick swap teams as well. Now let's talk about Qiuyuan's weapons. His signature weapon comes with a 24% crit rate main stat, which is perfect for hitting that 75% crit rate mark that he needs. It also buffs his heavy attack damage by 40% and increases the Echo Skill damage of the entire team by 20%. However, I would not recommend pulling for his signature if you already have the Emerald of Genesis. Feather Edge is a decent 4-star alternative that you could use for its crit rate main stat, but its Liberation damage bonus isn't very useful for Qiuyuan. Somnoir Anchor, Commando of Conviction, and Looming Gloss are your last options. Lastly, we have Echoes. Qiuyuan's best-in-slot Echo set is the Law of Harmony set, which boosts his heavy attack damage and increases the team-wide Echo skill damage buff from 80% to 96%. You can use this set along with the 2-piece effect of any arrow set. For his 4-cost Echo, the best choice is Fenrico, as it buffs both arrow and heavy attack damage. Crit, arrow damage bonus, and attack are the main stats that his Echoes need. Now let's talk about the problems with Qiuyuan's kit. While he is an excellent buffer, he offers no sustain options for the team. Unlike Shorekeeper and Brant, who can keep the team alive with healing or shields. Another big issue is his low damage multipliers, which means he struggles to take on the role of a main DPS.